The terror of Cecelia and Boyd, when ghouls attack and no one is left alive. Boyd and Cecelia had been married for just about 3 years. They had a small house in the woods, situated in the middle of nowhere and close to a few other houses and cabins. They both enjoyed the outdoors, the peace and quiet, and the chance to simply get away from it all. It was a Saturday night, and Boyd and Cecelia were enjoying a night out on the town. They had decided to go to a new restaurant that had recently opened in the area. The food was excellent and the atmosphere was perfect for a quiet night with their loved one. They both were just about to order their meal, when they heard a strange noise coming from outside. It was an eerie sound, a kind of moaning and groaning that seemed almost like a low growling. They both looked at each other, and though neither of them said a word, neither wanted to go outside and investigate. They just sat there, trying to ignore the sound, until it grew louder, and after a few moments, Boyd finally decided he had to check it out. He asked the waitress, who seemed confused and a little scared, what was going on outside. She told him there were some reports of a pack of ghouls, strange and otherworldly creatures, roaming the woods around the restaurant. Boyd and Cecelia decided to pay the bill, and rush back home, safer in the confines of their own house. They felt relieved to be back home, but the ominous feeling that something was terribly wrong did not seem to leave them. The next few days passed uneventfully, until one night, when Boyd awoke to the same noise that had troubled him and Cecelia when they were out to dinner. This time it was louder and more persistent. He decided to grab a flashlight and venture outside to investigate. He heard some scuffling coming from the woods nearby, and as he got closer, he saw the silhouettes of several strange creatures, glowing eyes and long claws. Boyd did not know what to do, but he knew he had to escape, so he rushed back to the house, locked the door behind him, and called the police. He explained what he had seen, but the police said there was nothing they could do. They advised Boyd and Cecelia to stay inside and warned them not to go out under any circumstances. Boyd and Cecelia spent the next few days in a state of fear and dread. They heard howls from outside, and strange, unearthly noises coming from their backyard at night. One night, Boyd finally decided he had to try and get rid of the ghouls. He grabbed a rifle and some other weapons, and ventured outside. He was gone for a few hours, until finally he came back with a look of terror on his face. He told Cecelia that the ghouls were gone, but that he had been ambushed by some of them, and that he was lucky to return alive. The couple decided to stay inside for the next few days, until finally the noises from outside stopped and they felt the presence of danger was gone. A week later, the police finally showed up to investigate the strange events, but there was no sign of the ghouls anywhere. That night, Boyd and Cecelia went to bed, relieved that their ordeal was finally over. But in the middle of the night, they were both awoken by a terrifying scream. It was coming from outside, and Boyd rushed to the window to see what was going on. What he saw made his blood run cold. There, standing in their backyard, was a group of ghouls, and one of them was dragging away a lifeless body. The body was that of Cecelia, who had been dragged off into the night by the ghouls, never to be seen again. Boyd was left in a state of shock and horror, his wife taken away from him by a pack of creatures from a different realm. He never recovered from the incident, and he was never the same. The story of his beloved wife and the ghouls still spooks everyone in the area, and they all know to never venture outside at night. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and tell us what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.